prospect, Shams. Last season, it was Matas Buzelis, and now they had Noah Asenge.
Yeah, and you talk to people on the league, BA, and this is a team that has some young players, also some veteran players. So trying to figure out just exactly the direction of this organization. But Matas Buzelis and Noah Asenge fell to them late in the lottery. Both have a ton of upside athleticism that's waiting to be refined. We'll see if they can figure it out in Chicago.
Yeah, and we'll see if all that patience is going to pay off for the Bulls.
It feels like they've been living in the play-in tournament. Let's see if they can find themselves out of it.
And the starting group for Chicago. We've got Jimmy Butler. He's out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Gasol in at the power forward position.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
And so here is Chicago after Indiana picked up the three with their last shot.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's George. Up top, Turner. Outside, Hill. 6 to shoot. Pass to Turner. And here's George. And again, it's Indiana with a three.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Rose with it. Check by Hill. And that one is hammered home.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Takes it inside. Oh! A big finish right there!
Oh my gosh, that was on another level.
I mean, how many times have you seen that? Derrick Rose driving, scoring, exerting his will on the game.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Now here's George. He's got 6. Pass to Ellis. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Oh boy, what control and poise from Rose.
Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Ellis. Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. Soft touch off the glass.
Rose still possesses considerable speed, a real threat to penetrate and score.
Now Hill. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Rose. 37 points his last time out. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Gasol.
Man, that's now 10
Over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's their TV deals, innovations in social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Here's Noah. Now Rose. He's guarded by Ellis. With some arc. And Rose with the nice bucket inside. Rose has got 12 points.
and getting out in the open floor and running.
Here's Rose. The Pacers making their last shot. Over Hill. Gasol. It's good on the putback.
And they've settled in quicker behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Outside, Hill. Pass to Turner. Wide open look. Yes, on the jumper.
What a smooth.
Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade, but big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those are some really serious injuries to some seriously important players to the NBA, and given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data of course.
Hey, they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Right wing. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Gasol. Counted. Give him 8.
Their
Quarter. Here's Carter Williams. Still without a bucket. Driving to the basket. Fires for 3. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Buttinger. Clock at 6. Here's Miles. Knocks it down from distance. Now here's Butler. Fades away. And that one hits the back iron. And with the new CBA Shams, powerhouse teams faced with tough choices on their rosters.
That's the one part about the CBA is it's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
Game of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, VA, do we have any outlets here at the desk? Charge my phone right now. Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I gotta be it.
The Shams carbon footprint, it's impressive. We gotta get our news though.
Yeah, really nice feel from George.
Puts up a deep 3. That one no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. but
Oh my goodness! Fired it home!
oh, indeed!
8 points in his last time out. Inside, Gasol. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Pass to Hill from outside the arc. He buries it from 3. Hill's got 5. George outside. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bulls have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. From deep, Rose. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
And at the arc, Rose definitely picks his battles, but when he sees his chance, he knocks it down.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's for the win.
Well, and coaches will sometimes complain about an inconsistent whistle from the refs, but credit them for the level of aggression to make things happen.
George, good. And so it's Rose. Always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, BA. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, BA.
Best to call, text, email. 30 seconds left to play in the half. And here's George, guarded by Rose. George, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Oh, Butler, what a dunk!
Love seeing Butler go up strong. When he dunks it, you feel it from here.
17-foot shot on the way. George's shot is good. George has got 8 here in this quarter.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every position.
Turner. Outside, Hill. Nails it from 3. Hill's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
Pass to Butler. Here's Mirotić. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Passing it around. Rose outside. 6 to shoot. And the shot counts.
But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now, going young, can they find a path back to relevance?
Butler finds Rose. Sinks the tray. Rose has got 27 points. Turner, a screen on Butler. Here's Ellis. 5 on the clock. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Looking to get it going. And Butler with the lay-in. 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Rose against Hill. Turner in the high post. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And it's don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Hill with it, picked up by Rose. Here's Ellis. Nails it from beyond the arc.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Pass to Heinrich. Baseline try. Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
Incredible.
That's a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Here's Rose. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Deep in.
Outside Stevenson. Tries it from the top of the key. And Indiana again with the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Rose. Oh, big finish!
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Now Ellis. He's got 11. Over Butler. Again, the Pacers. Good for two more.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
Pass to Gasol. Back to Rose. Into the lane. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Rose's teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Chicago, they've got Bobby Portis, and it's Mirotic in a small forward.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
To the paint. Here's Gasol. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Gasol's got 19 points. They set the screen. Count that one. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Getting it done inside.
At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Chicago passing it around. Pass to Heinrich. The 3-ball. Drains the triple. And the Bulls lead by 15.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
George outside. Uses the glass on the layup. George has got 10. Why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlights.
George for 3. Knocks down the long J. George has got 33.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Miles. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Gasol passes to Noah. Shoots over George. Second chance shot. And Turner with the block.
Well, you got to be aware of Turner at all times. When he's nearby, he's more than capable of blocking the shot.
And they keep on figuring out ways.
And here's George. Driving in. Pass to Hill. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 6 assists here tonight. Rose with it. Indiana with a rebound. Hill's got 4 rebounds now. Ellis with it, now guarded by Butler. Pass to Hill, puts up a 3, pure from three-point range. Now just a 3-point Bulls lead. Pass to Rose. Yes! And the foul! And they'll give that one to Miles.
The passion for the game.
Pass to Turner. Here's Mirotic to the middle. Hill with the steal. Here we go. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for...
Got 4 rebounds now. Ellis outside. Down low. Kicks it to George. There's a screen by Turner. George passes to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And once he gets to... Did I enjoy seeing it? Yes, I did.
Rose against Hill. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
Yes.
Chicago leading by 4. Now Butler. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
George banks it home. Big shot.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Rose outside. Puts it up from 12. Turner with a rebound. Pacers trail by 4. Tipped. Rose against Hill. Quick 2. Oh, net.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
George outside. Turner up top. Here's Mirotic. George defending. And a one-handed slam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
They led by as many as 18. Turner got a hand on it. Here's Mirotic. George defending. Rose left side. Unloads from 9. Oh, he nailed the jumper.
Leaving nothing to chance.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.
All right,